Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, this is the card we're going to be making. Isn't it cute? It's using the Bird Banter set that is in the Stampin' Applications catalog. And I will set this aside and we'll get started. Here is the card base, and what I did is I chose a print from the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper stack, and I've got these papaya here, and I found a coordinating color, and I thought this Soft Saffron looked really pretty with it. And so this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4 to make a standard size card. And the paper, the designer paper, is cut by 5 1/4 by 4 and just adhered to the top. Okay, and so next I'm going to show you the little accent strips here. This is another piece of the Tutti Frutti paper. It is this kiwi print, but on the back side I have a black and white stripe, and it's cut 6 by 3/4. And I am going to eventually just cut that down to the desired length here. And so I'm going to first work with this. It's another piece of Soft Saffron, and it is cut at 3/4 of an inch by 6. And I stamped the sentiment, "A little birdie told me it was your birthday." And I'm going to use the tailored tag punch to banner the end. Now, so that I know where I'm punching and that I don't get too close to the sentiment that I've pre-stamped, I kind of slide it through and I can see where it goes here, and I'm just going to come a little ways this way and punch. Okay, and so then I will line this up here and see about how far I want it to extend this way. I want a little space here for the parrot, and so I'm going to slide that down a little bit more and cut it flush with the edge of the paper, the card base. And I'm just going to turn it over. It's an easy way to do this, like this. Okay. And then I'm just going to slide that in eventually and adhere that where it lines up with the edge of the designer paper. Now that I know how long this is, I'm going to take the stripe piece and line that up, and I know I want it a little bit longer, so I'm just going to eyeball it here, stick it through, and give it a punch. Okay. So let's take a look at that and see how that's going to work for us. I think that's going to be just fine. So let me go ahead and adhere that down so we don't have those pieces floating around on our desk. Using a little bit of fast fuse. Let's see, let me put a little bit more on the end here. And I'm going to come up about a 1/4 inch from the bottom of the designer paper, maybe a little bit more than that. Okay, and then this is going to go here, but I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals to mount that up. Okay. And I'll just put that right there. Now we can go ahead and work on our little parrot. Let's get this out of the way. And I stamped the parrot. You can see they've got several precious birds here. Using the parrot, stamped him in basic black archival ink on watercolor paper. And I'm going to be using some watercolor pencils and a blender pen to color. So I'm going to take a little pumpkin pie color here and then mix a little yellow with it, and then I'll blend it in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get the color on. So I'm going to start with a little orange here, and you know, you could look at an actual parrot and try to get it as lifelike as possible, but I'm not going to worry about that. I want him colorful and fun, so I'm just using some different colors on him. Let's see, some of this Pacific Point, and maybe a little bit of green here. And let's see, I think I want some rich raspberry. Come up and let's bring some more of this Pacific Point in here. And we're going to have fun blending that all together in just a minute. Put blue here like we did on the original. Now I'm going to take some green, Old Olive, and do the top of his wing here. And then add a little bit of blue, Pacific Point. And then let's see, some pumpkin pie maybe. And some more rich raspberry. And on his tails, let's get some of the Pacific Point, rich raspberry. So see, I'm just mixing the colors and having a little fun with it. And let's get some, and maybe let's put a little bit of yellow in there too. Okay, so let's get our blender pen and see what we've got here. I want to take a little bit of scratch paper here so I can clean off my blender pen if I need to. And so I'm going to start here. And let's do the beak. Okay, color that off, and let's go ahead and blend. Oh, see how pretty that is when you blend these colors? Oh gosh, I love that. Okay, let's clean that off. Let's do this wing. And I'm just going to bring it on down. I don't want it to get too muddy, so I was afraid about coming down with that blue into that orange, so I cleaned off my blender pen. Tail. Love that. Okay. So he's ready, you know, and I could put a little bit of, I have a white watercolor pencil, so I'm just going to make that a little bit brighter. Okay, okay, so then what I would do now is fussy cut him out, but I've already done another one, so you don't have to watch me cut him out. And he's going to go over here. Now, he is going to need a little bit, few dimensionals at the top because of how I've popped up this sentiment. And then I'm just going to glue him to the bottom part of him, his feet and this bottom. So let's get some Stampin' dimensionals and use them up here on top. And then I'll put a little bit of liquid glue down here on his tail. And then he'll be flush with the paper. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the basic gray and just color beneath him, just to ground him a little bit. Let's see, let me clean this off and blend that underneath him a little bit. Let's put a little bit more. Okay, now for the finishing touch, let's add a few of these Tutti Frutti sequins. And let's get this, and you have to be careful to pick up the glue dot when you pick it up off of the cellophane or the acrylic sheet here. Alright, let me see. Here's an extra glue dot I'm going to use right down there, and then use one of these lemon lime twists. And then how about one of these yellow? Yeah, right there. Okay, let's get this clear so you can see. Okay, there's a cute little fun card that you can send to someone for their birthday. Again, it's using the cute Bird Banter set that's from the Occasions catalog. Some really cute sentiments. If I can help you with anything, let me know. Please visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.